I believe it's an interesting topic to compare Goatman and Hullabaloo. They are the round one kings right now. Uh, you know, besides a few exceptions, we've seen it. But they're certainly above every other hunter that is available to play in this game. That is for certain. Now, if there's one that is better than the other, to be honest, I don't think so. If you watch any of the regions qualifiers, like any region, you'll see all kinds of ties, all kinds of 3 kills, 4 kills. 3 escapes are pretty rare. Pretty rare. But ties, 3 kills, 4 kills, as either Goatman or Hullabaloo, you'll see it. You'll see all those kinds of results with either of them. I don't think it actually swings in one direction more than it does the other. People might agree or disagree, but let's actually note their differences as generally as I can. Goatman is as limited as the amount of energy he has. That's a very crucial difference from Hullabaloo. With that limit, you can discover counters and survivors that just slow your game down by a lot, but his capabilities are insane. You place a kiting ring that a survivor has to adapt to, and it'll be different every time. But if the survivor is able to adapt quickly enough, slash too much air on the hunter side, the mistakes are quite devastating. That is a key difference. A Goatman mistake will always be larger than a Hullabaloo mistake. On the other hand, Hullabaloo doesn't have a strong limit like energy like Goatman has. The only limit, in my opinion, is having a build so strong without detention that they don't run detention. No matter what hunter you are, not running detention can backfire on you. That's just the way it is. Even with wheel, even with clown, or I can't think of anything else, but it can always backfire on you. But that we're talking build specific. Now, if we move to the hunter mechanics, I think another one of his limits that is not so obvious is before first presence. They all run INSO, and that is because his presence is very powerful. But it's also, if you guys watch, it is pretty rare to see a Hullabaloo down before insolence. And keep in mind, insolence, once you get it, that is about 40 to 50 seconds into the game. I think 50. And I don't think you ever see it down quicker than that in these matches ever. But they all run into, because his jumps are basically blank. It is very powerful. And so once he receives that, he can explode the survivor that he is chasing. Like, it can go from a survivor's kite can go from 0 to 100 very fast. Very fast. And I think, in my opinion, the only thing that can prevent that is flywheel, if they hit it. He has no noticeable limit. Truly, like, he does not have a noticeable limit. You can make more mistakes with this guy than Goatman. You can always come back with his double colors. Even his camping, I didn't think his camping would be good, but he has double down potential more so than Goatman, and Goatman can't do that because of his energy, because of his hard limit. Hullabaloo overall is just a lot more forgiving, way more forgiving. I also think in general, you need to have a good understanding of how to kite Hullabaloo. Counters make it easier, but if you still don't have that understanding, if you don't have that down, you're still gonna suffer. I don't think that's the way to put it. You're gonna struggle. That's better. You may struggle. So yeah, he's just very consistent overall. And I bring up mistakes because you can't assume a perfect game. Like, you can't go into a match assuming, like this match, you can't go into this match watching Zom being like, okay, he'll play perfect. That is not the case. In fact, if I remember this match correctly, he gets kited by this anti. Anti plays very well, but it was a very good kite and it bought them a lot of time. So that always helps survivors. But Hullabaloo can always make up for, like, let's just say he misses his fright boss. There's always a way to make it up. Once again, double color. That's one of his biggest assets. But yeah, he can make up for it once his cooldowns are off. But when Goatman misses a cage, it depends on how much energy you have, but you'll sometimes just see a Goatman wait for their cage. Literally, you just wait. And it's because you chip outside of one. So you just have to wait for a cage. And that is a hard limit that is noticeable on that guy. And he could take a chip hit as an alternative, but he once again he starts to wait for a cage. Not always, but you know, if you see a Goatman mistake, they just might have to wait for a cage in order to secure their down. But there's no doubt about it. These two are literal SS tier for now. For this color, these two are SS tier, and even rank proves it. I know you guys are an NAEU rank. I am sometimes, and every single person is just banning these two hunters. Every single person. And to be fair, that is what had to happen. In Koa rank. Koa rank, that's all that happened. It was those two and then Ivy. But between Ivy and Tingria, that's a preference. There are many reasons for those bans. And I'm sorry for the hunters trying to play these two. It's just not gonna happen. It's just never gonna happen. Unfortunately for the rank hunters out there. But that is it. I believe this is an interesting topic. But I don't think you can have a SS on Goatman and an SSS on Hullabaloo, or the other way around. I think you can make either work. And survivors, you know, they try to counter one or the other or both. It is very hard to even fully counter one, because then Goatman might succeed or Hullo might succeed. So um it's not easy for survivors round one. Yeah, Goatman versus Hulla. At, at the end of the day, they're both SS tier.